G'day everyone and welcome to the Australian Herpetoculture podcast. How you going, Luke?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. It's been happening, mate.
Not much. I've kind of hit a bit of a slow period here, I think. I've hurt my thumb and I've got all these chores to do and I can't really do much.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you sent me a picture the other day.
yep.
Work-related injury.
Yep. Been in and out of the doctors this afternoon for a capacity certificate or whatever they call it, and got to go off for a CT scan to see if I've fractured my scaphoid, I think, which is some bone in your thumb or whatever. But yeah, long story short, basically I was undoing a RODI water filter unit thing with my boss on a Saturday,
Yep.
and yeah, I think I've just sprained it or something like that pretty bad. But basically, as soon as I put pressure on it, it hurts. So probably shouldn't put pressure on it.
Yeah, and your thumb too. It's like, you kind of need that the most out of most of your fingers.
Well, I haven't done much. I don't think I've ever done an injury to my thumb, but it's like after having done it, I'm so frustrated with myself because I'll go to do something simple like, turn the key in the car or something like that and go, no, I have to do it in between my index and my rude finger or something like that instead because the thumb just doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah, and then you don't realise like every time that you have an injury on your finger or something, you always whack it on everything.
Yep.
Like you walk past the door and you just whack your thumb on the door kind of thing.
But it's the simple stuff, right? Like even pulling your phone out of your pocket or something like that. That's just like, fuck, that sucks.
Putting your shoes on,
yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah. So I've got a lot to do, but I'm doing a lot of sitting around being frustrated instead. And
yeah, the countdown's on for you too, mate. Not long now.
Danny is growing so much. She's finally into maternity pants, and she looks very, very comfortable. Yep. I reckon they're a good invention, those maternity pants. They're like track pants or whatever. They go right up over the belly. But yeah, not long now. She had a scan today. What is she now? I can't remember what she is now. She's like 2 weeks and she's 36 weeks or something like that. But it's about a month, thereabouts.
Yeah.
To go. So
and I think from 36 weeks, it's good to go from 36 weeks. Usually they say.
Yeah. So I think they're still under the impression they'll induce at 38, depending on growth.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it decides to have a massive growth spurt now, then they might go earlier, which is a bit of a freaky thing. I've just gotten...
you just got oh, crap.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I've accepted 38 weeks and now I'm going, 36, that's only like 2 weeks away. Yeah. It's nerve-wracking, but I'm excited.
Is your room finished?
Room? You mean the corner of our bedroom?
Cleaned out? Yeah, the corner of... Yeah, that's right, yeah.
The corner of our bedroom is. The bassinet's there. We've got a change table, and I've cleared out most of the wardrobe in the other room and stuff to start storing things in there. But no, I still need to get rid of a couple of tanks out of that room. Hey, I've still got that vivarium just sitting there. I haven't been very proactive in advertising it too well, so once I get a few things changed around in there, then there'll be way more room in that room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited though, dude. I'm like incredibly excited to meet it. We went down to my family's place down south this weekend for my brother's 21st, and it was really good just to hang out with my folks and my brothers for a couple of days and see them, because I hadn't seen one of my brothers since Christmas, and that was the first time they'd seen Danny since Christmas as well. So, seeing her and, the baby's kicking my mum and my dad and stuff like that, they were ecstatic.
Is that their first grandchild?
Yeah. So they're incredibly excited. Hey,
yeah.
My grandma's like knitting little sweaters and things like that for it.
Yeah,
it's very cute. But
it's awesome. Yeah, it's like I was saying before we hit record that the turtles we bought some feeder fish for them on the weekend just to give them a bit of a mix up. Dropped them in and they went mental for it.
Yeah.
And daughter's like, because we went there, bought like the camera, she's holding a bag of fish and she's like, and then like point to the fish and I'm like, I wonder if she knows these are going to be turtle food. Put them in there and she was like, loved it. And she was watching them swim, and because the water's like pretty like crystal clear at the moment. Yeah, she was absolutely loving it. And they've all got their own little like hidey spots now. It's like kind of cooled down this little bit, and they kind of sit in the same spot every time and sit near the side and get a little bit of heat from the side when the sun's sitting there. And, so every day it's down there. Get home from work, turtles. Got to take it down and see the turtles, bring it back up.
How good will it be when they're in like a bit of a shallower pond or something too, where she can see them actually get out and bask? And that'd be wicked.
They've got a little like a basking ledge, but obviously it's a bit cooler. They don't use it as much. But I want to have like a little where I'm going to put it. I want to have like the pond, and then the other half will just be like land almost, so they'll be able to get out and walk around and do their thing kind of thing. But I'll have a big like mesh cover over it because we've got a couple of cats that jump in our yard.
Yeah,
like we have a cat, but our cat stays inside. But we've got a couple of cats that make their way into our backyard, so up at night time.
It'll also be better for, safety with your kids and stuff like that too, just to make sure that they're not going to do what they shouldn't be doing and going for unsupervised swims. I can imagine your daughter doing that.
Yeah, definitely. Go in there, so my son, just to get in there. She'll be in swimming with the turtles. Everything's turtle. Like, you might miss it anytime she sees it. Yeah, she's absolutely loves them.
We'll have to go down for that visit sometime, maybe in spring or something like that, when it starts warming up with Andrew and Terence and stuff. And we've been invited to go down and have a couple of drinks and bring Heidi down to check it all out. That'll be cool.
She'll absolutely love that. So, definitely have to do that for sure.
Watch Andrew pull out the pool scoop and dredge the things off the bottom of the pond. What do we got now?
I'll be trying to hold her so she's not diving in the water, because she loves water too. So, but that'll be awesome. That's one of the best things with kids is you get to enjoy your hobbies with them as well. And it's funny because I haven't forced it on them as well. Like, I've never they've just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, they came down and he was obsessed with dinosaurs, my son, and then that's kind of how I got my foot back into, as the listeners have probably heard, getting into everything again. But
the dinosaur wizard.
Yeah, I've never forced him on anything. So,
that's wicked.
It's good.
That's the way it should be, though.
Yeah. And ever since going down to your house that time and he saw your green tree pythons, he's on a bit of a snake kick at the moment. Like, he gets out of the bath now and he pretends he's a snake. So I've got to wrestle him for 20 minutes trying to put his bloody pajamas on so he doesn't freeze to death because it's so cold. So,
wiggling around.
Yeah, wiggling around in his bed. I'm like, mate, put your jammies on, you're going to get cold. He's just like, no, snakes don't wear clothes. He's just wiggling like, yeah, he's a funny kid, that one.
You should tell him to put on his snake skin.
That's what I said. I go, snakes wear skin. He goes, no, but snakes take off their skin.
He's got you on a technicality.
Damn it. Yeah, he does. I'm like, mate, you're not even 4 yet.
I just shed.
Yeah, that's what she said. He goes, I shed my pajamas. I'm like, mate, I think I give up. So,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. I saw you uploaded a new YouTube video the other day. I might watch that one after we get off here about your
that was
new tanks for your green tree pythons.
Yeah, just kind of getting them in position and building a bit of furniture for them. And I went for a bushwalk in that one and got a big log for the Gill and I tank behind me. That's what that one was. That was like, I'm kind of lucky. I'm a little bit far ahead in the video department at the moment. It's slowing down a little bit, but I think that would have been filmed like a month ago.
Yeah,
thereabouts. Yeah. So I kind of get out of track of what was where and what I've done and stuff. So but
I haven't really been on social media much lately. Yeah, I've kind of been a bit busy. Like, haven't posted anything, and everything's kind of slowed, except for this one you can hear behind me. But everything's slowed down heaps. He is. You should see the size of him now.
Getting chunky.
He's massive now. Yeah. But everything's kind of really slowed down here. Like, I gave everything a good feed the other day, but nothing was really interesting.
Yeah.
So
I was a little bit worried going down, for a few days or whatever to see the folks, but I did a bit of a feed beforehand, and like nobody was coming out for food, and I was like, "Oh, stuff is." You can
same thing happened here.
Top up the water bowls, and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Exact same thing happened here. I was kind of like, "Oh, all right." Like, everything's kind of like, usually the leaf tails are out looking But even they're kind of not out yet, which is strange. Chameleon geckos are always out. They're always ready.
Yeah.
But
did you see that photo that Shane Black put up of a chameleon gecko that he found?
yeah.
That was a good little photo.
And Ollie had a cracker shot too.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I need to get up there and photograph them. Oh, and they both had original tails too.
Yeah, it's like even better as far as photography is concerned. Have you got any plans in the works to get that far, or are you still kind of like teetering around with Todd to go and find like Swaney and stuff like that?
I think that'll be more of a I'm probably just going more for some leafies at the moment, just stuff a little bit closer. Because I don't know. We'll see how we go when it warms up a bit. I might try and plan a trip up there and photograph them and get some, fingers crossed, get some green tree pythons as well. Everyone seems to be finding them recently as well. I've noticed all the herpers find some absolutely crackers. I don't know if some of them are old pictures or not, but I think Matt might have gone up in there, he lives up there, but might have gone out again recently and found some more juvies and stuff.
Yeah, I know Shane and Leo have been putting up some photos from their trip earlier this year. Yeah, it was earlier this year. I think.
I think it was. Yeah.
No, that'd be. I'd love to see those in the wild, man. Absolutely love to see them.
Same.
It's good though, because I love seeing all the photos, because I end up saving them or screenshotting them and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is all inspiration. I'm just going to lock this in the vault and, create these little hatchy tanks. Need to really get some supplies for those, actually. But yeah, no, I can't.
How hatchies going? They've still smashed. Have they started changing yet, or not really?
No, they're not changing yet.
No.
They're still eating. They're still eating well. I just kind of feed them every couple of weeks. I'm not really going over the top with them or anything like that. Not during the cooler months anyway. But I do have one that's having a bit of a average shed. I think I mentioned last time we were on. So, yeah, starting to kind of start injecting the mice again, just while it's a bit cooler and a bit drier and stuff like that, just to try to get a little bit more moisture into them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that always helps.
I just don't quite. I'm a little bit weirded out, right? Because my house is pretty much sealed up all the time, and the humidity, according to the humidity sensors throughout the house, is pretty reasonable. It's not like it's drying out, and I do have 700 odd liters of fish tanks essentially in the house, which do add to a hell of a lot of humidity in here. But yeah, I don't know. That's all good.
It might just be that little microclimate inside that container, You missed it, you spray the paper down, that increases your humidity for a bit, but once it dries out, it can dry out pretty quick because you've got it on a heat tape, do you? Or is the heat tape at the back?
Heat cord underneath.
Heat cord,
like a normal snake rack. Yeah.
So that heat cord will dry it out super quick.
Yep. Yeah. But it's funny because even now, I'm looking, I just checked the little tubs, right? They look a little bit dry against the back, but the front 2/3 of the paper towel's still moist, and that was before I went away from the weekend. I cleaned them and did that. So that's still 3-4 days. But yeah, you're right. I think what I could probably do is even just add a little ball of sphagnum moss or something like that in there and soak that or in a little Tupperware container or something, just to hold a little bit more relative humidity in there.
Yeah, near the back there too, because that'll take a little bit longer to dry out. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all right. Refining things. I've never had hatchies during winter before. It was a lot easier in summer, but that's all good. Figure it out. I just don't want to chuck them into those exoterras just while it's like this, though, just because if they're drying out in these little essentially sealed, warm boxes, I don't want to do that into a big glass tank that's, going to be a bit cooler. So,
yeah, but at the same time, you could cover, the top with a bit of PVC or a bit of glass, and you're kind of in that living room with those fish tanks, but you've also going to have plants in there as well, so they'll just naturally raise the humidity.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, so. I think it's just a matter of getting the supplies together, to be honest. I was actually just looking at one of them a little bit closer. I'm after you mentioned do they change in colour, I was like, oh, no, he's not. Yeah, I was speaking to Corey from Fish Organics and Reptile Supplies, so I might get him to send a few of his kits up for those tanks. So
yeah, nice.
Do that, and I just need to start rustling together some plants and some vines and things.
bits and pieces and ready to go. Are you going to go try and go native, or are you just going to try and...
I think I will try to go native, to be honest. I'll just go back to that native nursery and see what I can find from there. That being said, though, I'm in two minds. Like, I'd really like to do a couple of those photo backgrounds on the back of the tanks. And if I'm going to do that, I'd like to do it before I do anything, just because it'll just be a bit painful. So I might speak to old mate from down that way. He's pretty quick on the ball now. Hey, like I haven't put them in yet, obviously with my hand, but I've got all the backgrounds now for everything in this room sitting here. So it's just a matter of waiting on my hand to be a bit better and popping them in. So he whacked out the ones for the frilly and the gill and eye real quick. He had those done in, I think, about 4 days or something for me on the aluminium board too. So
nice.
Yeah. Went that route
because they go inside those ones, don't they?
Yeah,
they go obviously because they're the melamine enclosures.
Yeah, they're those ones are PVC, but yeah, they're
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the ones you built. Yeah. I was thinking the Reptile One ones.
They're done.
That's your corner.
Yeah,
it's good. Eh?
I just walk in.
It's like someone posted a picture the other day of I think it was
that was a gill and eye
stripe tab one. Was it? Yeah, or maybe it was. And I thought, for some reason, I thought someone shared your picture of you inside your enclosure. I'm like, it looks like what looks like the picture you sent me that time. And I was like, I thought it was a shot you got when you were away. And it turns out it wasn't. It was your shot from inside the enclosure. And I sent it to you. I'm like, I dead set thought this was your picture, but obviously it wasn't. It was someone that had saw it herping. But they look unreal.
Yeah, they do come up really nice. The more and more I get done in here, the more and more I'm like, I can see that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that because then it means I can just tweak shit, not have to worry about the big stuff anymore. So that's all right. Not much further to go. I've had a mouse explosion recently.
Yeah.
So I think
babies everywhere.
Yeah, last time I was telling you how they were bringing out the dead. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, they're dragging like little babies out.
Sacrificing the babies out.
Yeah, that was real weird.
For the master that feeds them.
But I was speaking to Mitch and speaking to another guy, and how I was telling you about how they're like chewing their ears or whatever?
Yeah.
I decided to go ahead and do a bit of a mite and lice treatment on them just in case there's something hanging in there. So I kind of stripped down the enclosure, gave it a good clean, and through that I was like emptying out the hollow logs and stuff, trying to get them all out into a big tub so then I could wipe this stuff on the back of their necks and pop them back into the tank. And there's like all these mice that are like kind of half grown in there. So I think there's 19 in total now when I did my count.
Wow.
So something's been right in there. I thought they were knocking them all off, but apparently maybe they were knocking them off because there was so many already. So, yeah, exploded.
That's crazy. So if anyone wants any, are they hopping mice?
Hopping mice, yeah.
Yeah, Luke's got heaps.
Yeah, I'll have a few spare soon, that's for sure. But, no, they've been good. They're the only thing I really come in here and hang out with now. Everything else is pretty much asleep or comes out for a slight bask here or there or...
Yeah, my Boyds it's kind of, one's found its spot on top of the LED plant light, just sleeps up there all the time now.
Are they still turning it on and off?
Yeah, he does, yeah. So every couple of days I got to go in. If he gets in the right spot, I got to put my finger on the button and just push him out of the way a bit and turn it back on. he's dimmed it at the moment, so.
It's funny.
But, they're kind of hunkered down as well. Everything's, it's just more of the chameleon geckos that have been out lately.
It's funny because I feel like I'm working so hard on the reptiles, but I'm not working on the reptiles. I'm working on the enclosures.
Yeah.
And then the reptiles are just sitting there, which is kind of a good thing because it'd be pain in the bum if it was all happening. But
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing everyone come spring.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, these guys are still active a little bit, but nowhere near as much as they were. They're just doing their thing, so it's good. The cricket bill's gone down.
Yeah. I've been feeding out woodies heaps lately because I'm just like, I've got the woodies there and
there.
I get some small crickets every few weeks or something just for some of the smaller, like the Hatchie-Gillini and stuff that are still kind of eating. That's good.
Yeah, I need to set up some heat mats for these crickets.
You're losing
I ordered some. It was like, and we had a real cold night. Come out the next day, and a bunch of them were just gone.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, bugger. So it's spewing.
Yeah, it's money. It's all money.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially like, through the summer, no issues at all. Like,
yeah,
because it's not getting that cold temperature. But as soon as it gets that little bit, especially because the room temp does get down to about 10, I think, in here. Even like when I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I can check the grid connect and check. But yeah, it gets down to, I think the floor gets down to about 10 and up the top gets to about 13, I think.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So, it just knocks them right off.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's, I just have to get a little heat mat sorted for them so I don't lose them.
Yeah. Even, you just got the one tub?
I got two. I got one for smaller crickets and then one for larger ones.
I mean, I might even have a few heat cords or something kicking around if you want to grab one off me.
I think I've got one tucked in the shed somewhere. I've got to find it, but it's one of the, I think it's like what are the long ones? They're like 8 meter long ones.
Ah, yeah. The big ones.
It's one of the real big ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
just the light. Nah, I might just get a heat mat and just sit both of them on the heat mat kind of thing. Like
heat mats are convenient as far as that goes.
Yeah. But I might just do that. But other than that, it's slowed down. Like, I used to come out every night, but every second night now, like, kind of come out and everything's hiding. I'm like, just go back upstairs, sit in the warmth.
It's good though, because it means like the animals that you've got there, they're all cooling down. Obviously with you getting a whole bunch of the leafies and stuff recently, you're kind of getting them cycled almost to your room, and then hopefully come spring and summer and stuff, you'll be pumping eggs out.
Fingers crossed, that's the plan. So.
Are you going to go hard with it this year?
Oh, as hard as you can go, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, as you can only do so much, really. Like, at the end of the day, like, especially with the geckos, it's not like, you power feed them. They'll only eat as much as they'll eat.
Yeah.
But I mean, if whatever I can get, I'll try and get. So, like, everything's just going to be paired up because I just keep them all together anyway.
Yeah.
The pairs and the trios and stuff. So, but yeah, I would like to get some Swainies still.
Oh.
And a female Celebrosis.
Well, touch wood that you do actually find those, because that would be awesome to kind of round that out.
Yeah.
But I hope for your sake and for the hobby's sake in general that you do get quite a few numbers out this year, just to kind of put a bit of a boom back into the leafies and stuff. So get them into some good hands. And
there's a few people working with Swaney that I've spoken to. It's good to see there's a few Cornerius around as well. But yeah, there seems to be a couple of other things that just not. I don't know, maybe people just don't talk about them as well. But
yeah. There's a lot of that going on, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. But the chameleon geckos are my main focus, for fingers crossed for the next season. So.
Yeah. Well, that'll be wicked. They're probably way less around, right? So.
Yeah, definitely. It's good because I know a few people that have them now as well, and they're good keepers as well. So hopefully they'll get some as well. I've already been saying if I get some, we'll trade some blood. So,
yeah.
But build up my army. I'll be like you with Gillans.
Yeah. I'd love to be able to keep more of them. But,
Yeah.
I think I'm maxing
I love
out.
the idea of that cohab that Gondwana Geckos does.
I was going to mention that because I can't remember if we mentioned it last episode, or I think he put it up afterwards.
We did. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think we might have touched on it. But
I think we touched on the cohab, but did we touch on that photo, or was that photo?
I don't think we did.
Because that photo must have been more recent, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it was actually. I think he had it in his story, and then he uploaded a picture. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to do, I think. because I was chatting to him. I think we did speak about it.
Because he had the you could see the chameleon gecko so easily, and then like so many people were like, "Oh, I didn't realize the giant cornutus just sitting underneath it,
sitting in front of it." Yeah,
just thought it was a piece of bark.
Yeah.
No,
it's definitely something I want to try for sure. I mean, they're from the same area, so
yeah. Well, it's exciting days for you as well. You know, you've got your the enclosure builder essentially contacting you for some sort of like final, tweaks and things that you want on these enclosures, and then he'll get everything underway.
Keen for that.
That'll be awesome. That'll be really good. I'm keen to see it because like I've just watched the destruction of the wall behind you over the last few episodes that we've done.
It's gone up. It's gone down.
What do you got in that little tub over behind you at the moment?
They are white-lipped tree frogs.
Oi, nice.
Yeah, so
settling in.
Get some of those. Yeah, I'm actually waiting. Been talking to someone else. He's getting some as well, so gonna get a couple more.
That's going to be loud.
Yep.
Awesome though. That'll be awesome.
They'll be inside though. They'll be inside eventually. That's the plan. It's my wife's plan.
That's okay. As long as it's her plan and she's the one that's kind of driving that ship, then when they start barking like dogs at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you can go, that was your choice, honey.
Told you.
Yeah.
But, so that's, they're awesome. Awesome.
That'll be cool, though. That's going to be a while, though, because you've only got like little morphs, essentially, don't you?
Yeah, little ones. There's a guy up in, I was chatting to up in Queensland. He's getting shits. Do you think he said he's got some coming soon as well?
Yeah, sweet.
So I said, yeah, sweet, let me know. I'll grab a couple more.
So 6 in total, will that make it?
I think it will, yeah. Well, it depends how many I get, yeah. But I just, my missus just wants a male.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, like, grow them up. Hopefully be able to get a male out of some of it. And I wouldn't mind keeping a pair, to be honest.
It'd be cool. I mean, even if you just to have a pair, like especially the tank you're talking about, like just a pair would be nice and something like that. Once they're adult size, and if you end up with a spawn, it'll be something different. So,
be pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I'd be just scratching my head, going, "What the hell do I do with this?"
These eggs are soft and float.
Yeah. I can't put these in an incubator or just leave them in a tub of sphagnum moss on my floor.
I think that's one of those things that I have tried breeding frogs a couple of times. I haven't put a hell of a lot of work into it, but I think if I ever was to get, a spawn of eggs or whatever out of frogs, I'd probably just try to like limit the amount that you end up hatching, because I feel like frogs could be very easily overwhelming.
Yeah. Especially because they're so small, trying to get them, like, trying to get the food source and this and that. Like, hats off to people that breed frogs.
For sure. Yeah. I reckon there's way more work involved in that than there is, a lot of our reptiles.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So
And way less reward. Like, not that it's all about money, but at the same time, if you're going to try to break even or something breeding frogs, you're talking about some of those species that'll have like hundreds of tadpoles and stuff. And then you've got to try to feed all those hundreds of metamorphs and stuff when they come out of the water. Like, crickets aren't cheap.
$20 a frog, $30 a frog. Like,
yep. Yeah.
But they're absolutely stunning. I've always had a soft spot for frogs, but
I'm loving having my frog back, or a frog back.
Yeah, a frog. Yeah. But I just can't wait till they grow nice and big. Nice big bulky frog.
It always just amazes me about how much food they can put away.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of underestimate the size, especially the size of the food they can eat.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that Philip Crow, that male in there, he's huge now. Like, no joke, he'd be like,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you break him?
Doubled in the size. I think I might have. I've done the Owen.
They're not supposed to get that big.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh crap, he's huge. Like, but the other 3 are pretty small still. Except one, it's like you only ever see the other one on like a blue moon. he must have this little nook somewhere that he just like under. You know, it's like it's built up at the back, and it's like I think he tucks himself in between the or her, whatever. I don't know what it is, but between the rock wall and like the back section there.
Yeah,
like, yeah. It's I can only ever find 3, and then on the odd occasion, oh no, there's a 4th one.
Yeah. They do your head in.
I always panic. I'm always like, where's this other one? But yeah, it pops out every couple of weeks just to grab a bit of food. Like the other ones, as soon as like you open the door, they're just onto that little log waiting for crickets.
Yeah.
One jumped into the tub the other day. Because I had like the tub with the calcium powder, the crickets covered in the calcium powder, and just shaking like a couple of little crickets, and he's get straight in the tub, boing, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, hey, get out of there!
Did you come out looking like Scarface?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it was the big one too. So,
that'd be right.
Would have had a field day if I left him in there. It's probably why it's so big. You can probably actually see him.
Yeah, I can just make him out there.
Yeah,
you've still got the same hollow log that I had in there, the bit of cork bark. That's such a good bit of cork bark, that.
Oh, especially for them. I've got a bunch of like slabs, but for those who use for the leaf tails. But that's his spot, waiting for crickets every time. But
actually, speaking of bark slabs, how good was that enclosure for that pale-headed snake? By Jacobus Hansenai on Instagram.
Man, that was an absolute cracker. I remember seeing that, just going, wow. It's like, how do you describe it? It was, I think he's got, so I'm just trying to find his post. Yeah, it's I think he uses native. Remember, I've chatted to him a couple of times, but he uses native plants as well from the area that they're found in. But yeah, slice of the pillager, I think that's how you pronounce it. Scrub, pale-headed snake. It looks awesome. It just looks like the bush.
Yeah.
It's like where they're from. And he's got some awesome bits of wood in there too.
All the iron bark slabs that he's got in there at the back, and he's siliconed them into place according to his post, and he's used a bunch of the kind of like bark dust and stuff in amongst the gaps with some silicone. Between it. Elegantly simple is how I'd put it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look complicated to do, but it looks really, really natural.
Yeah, he's used native grasses and I can't pronounce that word. Myoporum species.
Myoporum, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like usually little ground covers and stuff like that.
Yeah. But now it looks awesome. It's like you said, it's not over the top. Like you see a lot of over the top enclosures sometimes. But that's just nailed like the aesthetic of where they're from pretty much.
Yeah, it looks good. Love to get to the Pilliga one day.
Yeah.
No, that was a really well done enclosure. I really enjoyed seeing that pop up in my feed. I was like, I was actually thinking about you and your leaf tails when I saw that, and that kind of like
that's what I thought too.
Back wall.
Yeah.
Just something.
Yeah. No, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, that's giving me something else to think of. Like,
yeah.
But
well, that's it. Like you could keep your plant cover low. Right, and especially because he's used essentially what looks like a reasonable hollow log in the middle there. You know, you can still have your leafies sheltering in something like that of a daytime or on the back of that log.
Yeah.
Or, still have your...
Or on the back wall.
Yeah, on your back wall. You could even stagger a couple of slabs.
Yeah.
But make it blend.
But he's got heaps of awesome enclosures. Like some of his vent enclosures as well. Like, obviously... bar-sided skink enclosures. He's got the termite mounds and stuff. Yeah, no, he's got awesome enclosures.
Yeah.
He's what do they call it? His prickly forest skink enclosure is awesome as well.
Yeah, that was another really good one.
I think it's a native. What's it called? I've got it in my chameleon gecko tank. Maidenhair fern, a native maidenhair fern, from memory.
Yeah, no, he's got some good enclosures.
Good herping photos too. I think he went on a little herp trip recently as well, from memory.
Maybe we'll have to reach out to him and see if he wants to come on for a yarn.
Yeah.
See if he happens to. But yeah, no, I love seeing that sort of stuff coming up in the feed. I haven't been on social media a hell of a lot lately, but there's been a few.
Nah, neither have I.
A few kind of cool things that I've seen pop up that caught my eye.
I kind of the couple of seconds I have, I'll jump on and see like the first 5 posts, and then I'm off my phone now.
Yeah.
I don't get my long toilet breaks anymore.
That's why my viewership's gone down.
Yeah. But yeah. So it's I've just kind of not taken a break from it, but I just don't have time to be on it at the moment. Got a bit going on.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Like at the end of the day, there's it's good to be off your phone. I think it's a bit more healthy, to be honest. But
yeah,
it's also the day and age that we live in for communicating.
Oh well, that's it. Everything's on there.
Yep. Tell you what, though,
literally everything.
Did you catch that photo from Kai that he put up recently of the diamond python?
Yeah, that diamond. That was an absolute cracker.
I just love that shot in general because there's so much habitat in there. There's like the sun peeking through the clouds, and then there's just this beautiful looking diamond sitting on this kind of like hollow tree stump.
He did well not to blow that out, like with the sun where it is. Yeah, no, that's an awesome shot. That one. I love seeing that and like shots like that and nice planted enclosures on Instagram.
I love it all. Even down to that photo that I slung, pardon me, slung your way that Luke Yongens put up, the Kimberley Rock Monitor foot at LAJ Wildlife. That was just amazing just to see that intricate detail. It almost looks like, it just reminded me of like a shoe, because you kind of going, well, a shoe has all these little like ridges on the bottom for, grip and tread and all that sort of stuff. And these things have got it inbuilt into their feet,
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. Like, and even that's, I think the other thing too is people, like, you don't realize how intricate some of the small things are on some of these, like smaller, like even some of the geckos as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, all the little dots on the feet, and it's an awesome shot.
I'm actually hoping that I see my female Kimberley out sooner rather than later in a position that I can actually get a hold of her, so I can actually pick her up and have a look at that, because it's one of those details that I probably haven't paid enough attention to on her.
Luke's got a foot fetish.
Even worse, it's a lizard foot fetish.
Yeah. It's funny.
Shame you get lizard toes.
Yeah. Oh man.
Leave that one alone now, otherwise that'll get turned into some weird meme like the Yuki Mulch.
Meme. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
I like how he takes those shots though, because he's done it on a few geckos and stuff like that in the past as well. And it's a shot you don't see a lot.
No, that's right. I mean, you see the drawings in some of the old guidebooks and stuff of like feet and tail tips and toe tips and all that and everything else, but you don't really see a nice crisp picture all too often.
Yeah, it's something that I've been trying to catch a little bit more of, even just on my phone when I have like a gecko on the front of the glass and they've got like their toes splayed really nicely or something. But yeah, my photography on an iPhone 8 is a lot different to his DSLR and his talent. So, I'll leave that to him. But yeah, I think it's cool seeing it on monitors. I think geckos are one of those things that probably get done a little bit more.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if he has. I'm sure he would have if he got hands on them. I'd love to see them on a glibber.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he did a cave gecko once on one of his posts. But the interesting thing about them is they've got it on their tail tip as well.
Yeah. I got to see that in person.
It's super interesting. Yeah, I used to see it when I had my guys they'd stick on the glass. He did it with some Strophuris. But, I don't think, I'm not too sure about the glibber.
Maybe he hasn't gotten that close yet.
Yeah. There's something about those smaller monitor species. I absolutely love them.
Yeah. I'd love to. I'd love to be able to own Glebos one day. They're a bit of a dream monitor of mine.
Yeah, I do like them as well.
I just feel like if I was to do them, I'd really have to do them justice, like, because after speaking to Ricky and Luke heaps about them, because I don't know why they've always been an interest of mine, but they're probably one of my favourite species is the Glebos. And after speaking to them about just like the distances they cover in such short periods of time, and like the sort of like the habitat that they have, like they were both kind of like, oh, you can't do them justice in captivity. There's no way you can. You know, it's you almost need more space than anybody would be able to provide for them. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I feel like you'd almost need a dedicated room for them at minimum, sort of thing. So who knows? Maybe I'll stick to my Gillen's room one day.
Yeah, just keep them all in there together. I'll just go a big walk in rainforest.
That would be wicked. That would be really cool. Yeah. You'd obviously have to
you have to keep your species separate somehow, but
well,
if you had like a big walk-in room with cohab of different types of species, that'd be pretty cool.
Even still, if you had a decent enough space, you might be able to do like a heap of different geckos and small skinks and stuff like that.
You probably could. Small skinks.
If you're bringing in the big pythons or greens or boids or something, you might run into issues.
You'd have issues. Yeah, definitely. But it'd be pretty awesome.
Bloody oath.
Nice big room.
Just do it divided down the middle with a bit of glass.
Yeah, I'll win 60 million on Thursday in the Powerball. That won't happen, but anyway, like one can dream.
It's all right. If you're winning it, I'll be begging you for enough money for my Gillen's room.
I'll do it for you, mate.
Oh, that would be so cool, though. I mean, there's a few people out there on the internet that have kind of like rooms where they've, done those sorts of things with. I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I watched a video with a guy a little while ago now where his whole house was in like the UK or something, but inside was like a rainforest. Like he had like all these different rooms that were set up as different sorts of rainforests from around the world, and he did have like reptiles just on the loose in these sections.
Yeah. But I vaguely remember watching a video. I can't remember what it was on. There's a guy, I think it was on YouTube. He had a room and it had heaps of different stuff in it, and he just released like 1,000 crickets into the room.
Yeah.
Like a box of 1,000 crickets, I think. But, that'd be pretty cool. But I think it was like an old bathroom. I'm going to say it was a bathroom.
Yeah, right.
He turned into like a little mini jungle.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. But, yeah, one can dream.
One can dream.
Did you order the AHS book, Luke? The new one?
I haven't, because I spent too much money on my backgrounds, and I have currently about $30 to my name. So, not yet.
What's that? I have $30,000 in credit card debt.
Yeah, no, I didn't, because everything around me is actually been breaking at the moment. I've just bought a new dryer, servicing cars, car parts have fallen apart. So, anyway. No, is the answer to that. I am jealous, though. I saw that you got a couple of numbers on that list, I believe.
Yeah, I got a couple, as per usual. Yep. But, I think there might even still be a few numbers on that list. So if anyone wants to order, let me check, actually. If anyone wants to order, jump on that AHS Facebook page. You can actually get a, 0 to 100. They've got book plates in them as well, signed book plates. Commemorative, here we go. First 100 cycle with a special edition collectible signed book plate to commemorate the event. There's still actually quite a few spots left. I think it looks like there's like 20-odd books left. So
wicked. I might still
if
be
anyone else is into collecting books, I would jump on one. I see Tyson on there. The usual suspects are on there as well. Mitch has got his one. Yeah, no, I got my numbers in as well. But Yeah, no, it's good. No, I love those books that come with the book plates. Like Scott gives you, when Scott's book comes out, you order it from Scott, you get the signature, you get like the
little magnet,
the number, little magnet. I love all that stuff because it's like an extra thing you can collect, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Looks like it'll be a good book as well.
Yeah, I've got the first one.
Was that the one that I grabbed? It was the one that I grabbed recently, wasn't it?
I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was.
I got that at the expo.
But yeah, I believe that one came with nameplates if you ordered the original one as well.
Oh, it's like at the bottom of this pile.
I can't even see mine. I need more shelves now, and my bookcase is officially full, and I've got like another 20 books I need to put in it.
Oh, so this new one's got New Guinea in it as well. New Guinea reptiles.
Yes. Yep.
That's cool.
But some awesome photographs in it.
Yeah,
I think the first one's sold out, is it? Maybe, I think. Maybe he's from the AHS. I'm not sure.
Maybe from the AHS, but I got it from the Illawarra Herp Society. Was when I bought it. I bought it through them. So they definitely. I mean, at the expo, they had probably at least 15 copies. I want to say, from memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look there. Yeah, mangrove monitor. I just opened it up to that. Trust I open it a book and it goes to a veranda.
Yeah. My gecko books are open and they're kind of wedged open to the leaf tail page. Like it just falls open. But yeah. No, and I think they've got another book coming out too. I was chatting with I'm gonna send my email off. There's another one coming out pretty soon.
Oh, wicked.
Actually, I ordered another 2 books as well. From Steve Wilson, his new field guide to reptiles of Queensland.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I saw that he was saying that people get on the pre-order or something with that one as well.
Yeah, so I ordered some of them.
Wicked.
I don't know when. I'm not too sure when they'll be finished and posted, but yeah, I've ordered some of them. But yeah, I think AHS are doing another one. That's what I was going to check.
Chris did this one as well. It was edited by Chelsea Mayo and Chris Williams.
Yep. Yeah. So I was chatting with Chris, and he was saying Rick Shine Bio.
Yep. That'll be worth it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So
that's cool.
More books. But yeah, keen for that.
Yeah.
It's been a bit slow lately with books. I've obviously ordered those a couple, but haven't had any books delivered for a while. So
yeah.
It's the joys of not going on social media.
Don't spend so much money.
No. But I did pick up I think I mentioned that I picked up one of the other coggers that I don't have, but it's a library edition. So
I want to get that new one. The same one as Todd had.
7th edition.
Yeah, I think so. I might put that on my birthday list.
That might actually be on sale. You might be able to pick that up on sale from CSIRO. I know they've got their
$30. Remember, mate, I'm on a budget.
Yeah.
I'll wait a couple of weeks and save my pennies.
Yeah,
and then I'll have a baby, and then I won't have any pennies.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. I'll put it on the birthday list. I reckon that'll be a good one for somebody for family to grab me for that for the birthday.
That's what I do usually for my birthdays. I've always done it with my parents. Like I've always ordered books. Mum's like, "Your birthday's coming, what do you want?" "I'll buy a book," and I'll give it to her, and then she gives me the money for it, and then she gives me the book for my birthday.
Oh well, at least you're getting something that you're after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's not just being wasted.
That's what she said. She'd go, "I'd rather give you something you want." And she goes, "There's no point telling me the name of the book because I'll get the wrong book."
Yeah,
I was like, exactly. So
get the wrong edition or something like that.
That's right. I've already got that one, Mum. God, yeah, that's right. I want the signed copy. Gosh.
Full spoiled kid, like having a tantrum. Yeah.
I'm 30 to 34. I live out of home and I'm chucking a tantrum. Man. No, I'm not like that. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm happy with whatever I get from anyone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Did you happen to catch that photo on Instagram of wildlife bearded dragon and Greenie's new enclosure design?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking setup. I reckon. That'll work for quite a few things.
Yeah, I was even thinking for your leafies and that sort of style of thing, like because it'd be quite nice and airy.
Yeah, nice and open. Because it's got the vents on the sides.
Vents on the tops.
Vents on the sides, tops, nice big glass door.
Yep, single swing glass door.
Which is exactly what I like. Nice big open door. Yeah, no, that looks good. Good for voids and stuff as well.
I don't know if it mentioned it at all, but I would wonder if the bottom of it's sealed.
Yeah. I'm not sure. You could always... No, it doesn't look to be, but you could always stick a layer of your own sealing in as well.
I think the only other thing that I would change is I'd turn the top into a pelmet. Yeah. So you'd hide your lights and stuff like that. That's just my personal preference, though. Like, that's neither here nor there, really. But I do like the fact that they're coming up with something a bit different that's just, because you see a lot of these guys that do these sort of similar enclosures. Like, I think they've always done a really good job of their enclosures. Like, their timber work and stuff looks really neat as far as, melamine boxes go. But they all do the exact same thing, and they don't seem to kind of go, oh, let's think of something new. It's good to see these guys kind of going, well, you know what, we're going to change the door design. We're going to think about all this extra ventilation.
Ventilation's usually overlooked as well.
Massively.
Yeah.
Like Tyson and I were talking about that the other day when he was here, and, 100%. I think it's probably the number one thing that's overlooked, really.
Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, like if you think your exoterras, they've got pretty good ventilation. They've got the vent on the front. Air comes in under the door, goes up throughout the top. Whereas most of your melamine, most people just put in like a 50mm hole in and put in a sink strainer or like a square 150 vent, and that's kind of it. One vent. So there's no in and out kind of.
No convection.
What's a convection? That's what I was looking for. But yeah. I don't know. I guess, it's kind of overlooked, but...
I'm even trying to think about how to do it better in the enclosures that I've got here, because after putting those backgrounds in, I essentially sealed off a lot of the side ventilation, because these enclosures actually had the vents on the side. But what I'd like to do is, because they do have like the top, in the pelmet, they've got like the big vent, or, the roof's completely vented. But I'd like to do some sort of vent along the front edge.
But even because they've got large mesh on the top of that, you could set up two fans, one to push air in, one to suck air out on the other side.
That's true.
So it's drawing air down and the other one's drawing air out.
That's very true. That wouldn't be too hard to do either, because I've already got the fans in there. I just need to add another set of fans in there to,
And computer fans are pretty cheap.
Yeah, I can't remember what I paid for mine. Mine were even like with a USB plug. I want to say they were like, it was like $25 or something for two of them or something.
Oh, maybe.
So, yeah. And they're like 120mm fans, so they're pretty reasonable size.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll look at doing something like that. But I still wouldn't mind, like, 'cause I don't want to run fans 24/7 either. Otherwise, you're just sucking all the heat out of the box.
Yeah, that's true. But you could just run it on like a cycle.
Well, I have them come on like twice a day now. And then if the room gets too hot, then they come on as well. Just to suck air out. But, I don't know. Something to think about. I still wouldn't mind putting some sort of vent in there so there's like that convection properly happening.
Yeah.
More so.
And then you could just use one fan, drawing air out, sucking it through the vent instead of two. But stick it on your grid connect.
It's all on the grid connect.
Yeah. I've got to take two power boards back, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, one Wi-Fi unit just failed, and the other one I've got the dodgy outlet on it.
I have heard a couple of people having issues lately. I had two boards of mine die that were on my fish tank. That we had a surge in power, and I think I told you we had like a bit of a blackout and everything. just basically crapped itself, and they just never turned back on. I didn't keep the receipts for them because I'm not very smart. So, probably could have claimed them, but
I'm pretty sure you can just take them back to Bunnings. They'll just swap them like for like, because I'm pretty sure Arlec is a Bunnings brand.
Yeah, okay.
Like the only people that sell it's Bunnings.
Might be too late for that anyway. They might be at landfill. Yeah. So, but that's been the only thing that I've actually lost from them. But I think Chris messaged me not too long ago saying that he was having issues with one of his boards or something like that, or he couldn't get the schedules to work properly, or something like that. Like they were being really painful with it. So yeah. Technology there.
I've got to replace some batteries in some of my sensors as well.
They're getting low.
My thermometer. Yeah, just one. I was at 50% actually, so that's not too bad. But for the price you pay, and Bunnings are pretty good with returns, so
half the time they don't even ask a question.
No, that's right.
They just swap it straight over because they'd rather not have a blowback sort of thing.
Yeah. Tell you what, I was pretty bang on with my temperatures I was saying before. The tops just stays at 14 pretty much. The lower one's about 10.
I wonder what my room's been lately. It's toasty in here, mate. 21.
Yeah, right.
No wonder I took my slippers off.
Yeah, I got me slippers on. I got me nice jumper my missus bought me for my birthday. But it's, man, I tell you what.
Lowest it's been today is 18.
Has put up some absolutely cracker shots lately, eh?
Yeah. He's been killing it.
He ticked off a bunch of leaf tails.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got, what do you get? You got Wyberba, got Swaney, and Moritz leaf tails.
It's a good haul.
He invited me on that trip too, but I couldn't make it.
That sucks.
Unfortunately.
Well, you've had a bad run with the kids and stuff, being a bit short.
Oh, yeah.
All sorts of gear happening, eh?
I was supposed to go to the snow the other week, but to cancel that. Kids and daycare, mate.
Yeah.
Bring every single bug home under the sun. And they get sick for a couple of days, and then my missus gets sick. I'm usually not too bad, but it just goes through everyone like wildfire.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
No, definitely not. But, it is what it is. It's just part of having kids, I guess.
Yep. And everything goes in the mouth.
Literally everything goes in the mouth. Everything. You take your eyes off for 2 seconds and they'll be doing something they're not supposed to be doing. You watch them for 4 hours, they'll do everything they're supposed to do. As soon as you blink or go to the toilet, you come out and they're doing something they're not supposed to do. So.
Big little kitty straitjackets when you have to leave them unsupervised for a second.
Yeah, go to the toilet, whatever you need to do. But no, it's good. Wouldn't change it. But I just can't wait to start getting stuck into some enclosures.
Well,
give me something to do in here a bit.
Especially while it's cooler before you start taking off for the year. That'll be good to nail a few things there.
Because I'd like to set up some first so they got time to settle in and get used to it.
I reckon once that gets the ball rolling with that fella, it'll be pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So, and then I just won't have time to build backgrounds and stuff. But I might even do what Jacob did with his. That looks sick.
That looks easy too.
Yeah.
That's easier than building backgrounds. And as far as like timber backgrounds go, well, that's a lot better.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Better than my bloody foam carving skills, that's for sure.
Oh, I've gone lazy, mate. I just take photos and stick them against the back. No skill required in that one.
Yeah. And lucky trying to get them all out of the way pretty quick now. So
yeah. Yeah, just
before you be swamped.
Just need this hand to come good so I can justify pulling down all the exoterras and tearing out the cruddy backgrounds in them and putting them all back together.
Yeah.
No, well.
That's it. I just, got a couple of plans, but just need time.
Time.
I'd like to know where he got his, I might chat to him actually, see where he got his bark from, what bark it is.
He said it was iron bark in the post, but yeah, that'll be a nice hardwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt you'll be able to find it around. Just got to find the right people for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Find a farmer with some trees that he's got, and you can go and harvest whatever's lying on the ground below him.
Yeah. It looks good. Just silicone it in and fill it in with some dirt and peat moss and bark dust and the perfect medium for growing ferns out of. Keep it moist.
That would be so much easier than building backgrounds too, because you're not having to hassle so hard about it. It'll look nice and natural, and silicon will be cured within a week, well and truly within a week, but like fumed out as well. So, might be the way to go for a few of them.
Yeah, I'll probably just do all of them, to be honest. It'll because nice and uniform then.
Even as far as like the white Berber and stuff go, you could actually just get like a lot of the like landscape places sell like granite bush rock and stuff like that. You could find slabs of that. I've even got some here that you could probably just have. And if you stack that right in those enclosures, that would look awesome as well, just as a rock crevice. At worst case, you can always just pull it down like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe just keep the white Berber to the bottom or something like that, so it's not too heavy. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'd do, because I'd keep the cooler stuff a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Because obviously the floor gets a bit cooler than up the top. That's my plan anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, they'll be fine. But if you've got rocks in there, nice and heavy.
Oh, yeah.
But the frog's going off. It's a party tonight.
I reckon it's this time of year that he does tend to get into it.
Yeah.
So I remember when we kind of first really started doing the podcast when I moved in here, that was August last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was getting right into it.
He's going mental. Yeah. No, it's good. He's moved now. He's moved. But
good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That was a good little catch up.
Yeah. We had a bit of a break last week. Sick kids and whatnot. We were going to jump on, but I think Eric was herping too, so we're kind of like, we'll just take the opportunity to have a bit of time off. So
I'd not long hurt my finger, so I was pretty grumpy. Didn't feel like talking to anybody.
No. Yeah, and I literally had two sick kids and temperatures of 39 and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, we would like to sign off now, and we'd like to say thanks to Eric and Owen and the rest of the NPR crew for having us. If you'd like to contact them, it's best to find them at moreliapythonradio.com and email them at info@moreliapythonradio.com. Make sure to follow the NPR network on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. As far as contacting us and our social media platforms, you can email us at australianherpetoculture@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Make sure to check out our Teespring store for podcast merch. The link is on the Facebook page. To see more of what Jason is doing, make sure to follow him on Facebook and Instagram at The Gecko Effect. And for myself, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring under Beach of Scaly Beasts. We hope to have you back next week for another episode of the Australian Herpetoculture Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.